Welcome back, welcome back. Well, this week the Oscar nominations were announced, and George Clooney confirmed himself as a superstar, even by Hollywood terms. His latest film, Michael Clayton, received 7 nominations, including one for George himself for Best Actor. Congratulations, George. Well, I met up with him last week. You probably saw the first part of the interview with him in last week's programme. But there was much more to enjoy, including when I raised the topic to Hollywood's most eligible bachelor of the much-quoted subject, marriage. You say with absolute clear definition, you're not going to get married again and you're not going to have children. Why are you so sure about both?
Well, now, here's the answer to that. I said that on a Barbara Walters show in 1993, and I've been saddled with it ever since. And so you always have to just kind of defend it. You know, when you first get famous, here's the funniest thing that people don't really understand. When you first get famous, you think it's important to sort of tell everything you know and tell everything you think and stuff. And you don't really realize that probably these are the things that will be the headlines along the way. So I was just saying, yeah, I'm never going to get married, never going to have kids. Now, the truth is I haven't, it's not a consideration of mine. I don't think I'm going to get married again. I don't consider the idea that I'm going to have children. I think it's a big responsibility. But it hasn't been this mantra that I've been going around screaming. Oh, no,
that's so funny that in fact you didn't say it 123 times over the last 12 years.
That's right.
You said it once.
Once. In 1994, I think.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny?
And you had a bet with
Nicole Kidman, and Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah. 10 grand. Yeah. I won that bet.
But you let them off the hook by doing it for another year.
I said, we'll bump it up till I'm 50. Yeah. And see how that goes. And then we'll see how much money I get. Although Nicole did send me the check. I sent it back.
Now, have you ever been tempted, with your interest and concern in politics, is it possible that one day you'll do a Schwarzenegger or a Reagan?
No, well,
not the same politics.
Exactly.
Right?
No, you know, I think it's easier if you're a Republican actor to go into politics than if you're a Democrat. I don't ever foresee that being an issue. You know, I don't think that that's, you know, as an advocate or working diplomatically and things, I don't have to compromise at all in general. I have to find ways of balancing. But if there's something that I think is right and wrong, I don't have to sit down and eat with people that I despise. And I think politicians have to do that every single day. And I don't think I would be very good at it in real terms. I like being involved in political issues, and I like helping out as much behind the scenes as you possibly can. I think actors can hurt politicians in the front.
Because the concern, I guess some of the more serious things that, in particular, good night and good luck and so on, I mean, do they actually give you more satisfaction than Ocean's 11? I suppose they're both satisfying in different ways.
Well, I mean, Good Night and Good Luck was the most satisfying of them all because, first of all, I was, you know, it was in the middle of a time when our country had sort of lost its mind for a minute. That happens. We do it every once in a while. We did it after Pearl Harbor when we rounded up all the Japanese Americans and stuck them in internment camps. And we were sort of doing this again where we'd on top of the branches of our government all sort of siding on this one kind of crazy, insane notion, even our press stopped asking. Our fourth estate, our check and balance, stopped asking questions. And you started to think, well, we were really losing our mind again, you know, like we did during the McCarthy era. So, and I was a fairly large-sized target for that, and they enjoyed it. You know, that was on the cover of a magazine called "A Traitor to My Country." You know, Bill O'Reilly did TV shows about why my career was over, and brought people on to say his political views have destroyed his, you know, his career. And that's fine. You know, I'm a grown-up. I can take those hits. If you're going to say something, then you might as well be a grown-up and take it. But I thought Good Night and Good Luck was I was angry. And I thought, well, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out, you know, under my terms. I've got a little cash. I can sell my house if I'm broke. And I remember I called my father up and I said, am I in trouble here? And he said, have you lost your house? And I'm like, no. And he goes, do you have money? And I go, yeah. And he goes, then shut up. I was like, okay. He goes, don't worry about it.
Be
You're
realistic.
fine. Yeah, he's like, you're fine. You're not, this isn't McCarthyism, isn't he? We're close to McCarthyism. And he's right. It was just a blip on our radar in our country.
Looking into the future, do you know what the future holds for George Clooney, Esquire?
Esquire? Yes.
No, that makes you a lawyer. In America,
it does, somehow, doesn't it? Yeah, suddenly I have to be
England,
a
it's just
barrister. Really, you could just be
it's just
Esquire?
an ordinary thing, Esquire. Yeah.
Can you just call yourself Esquire, just for the hell of it?
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Just for the hell of it. You don't have to be a lawyer.
Do you do that at all, ever?
You can be a hoodlum, and you can call yourself
Esquire.
Esquire. Yeah.
I'm going to do that now. I'm going to start a new thing. Yeah, here you have to actually. I think you have to pass the bar. Yeah. I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what the future holds. I'm still trying to figure out what the present is holding. But I'm as long as I think you're interested. I think you'll agree. My father still writes for a newspaper and travels, and he went to Darfur with me. And I think as long as I'm interested in things and interested in participating, then it'll only be good. Yeah,
that's when the adrenaline comes in, doesn't it?
It's so funny. I remember I was backstage there was an award given to Jimmy Stewart by a famous director and playwright named Josh Logan. I don't know if you remember Josh. And my cousin had been married to Josh's daughter. And we were backstage, and Josh was in a wheelchair, and I don't know, he was probably, he might have been 85 years old, but he was not well, and he was kind of sitting like this, not really paid off stage. He's supposed to introduce Jimmy Stewart. They were great friends in college. And he's sitting back in the wings like this, kind of like shaking. And I'm sitting back there kind of watching him. And I'm like, God, I don't know how this guy's they're going to wheel him out. He's going to, And then they said, ladies and gentlemen, it was the end of the show. And they go, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Logan. And boom, he stands up, he walks out of the stage. Hey guys, how's it going? Two Jews walked into a bar, whatever it is. He's like, joke. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Stewart, he came out and they hugged and everything. And he went back and he sat back down in that chair and went right back down to this. And I thought that tells you everything you need to know about show business, right there.
That absolutely. It's like like he had a strolling proscenium arch with him all the way through. Oh, this has been such a joy, George. Thanks a million.
Well, thank you. It's good to see you.
Good luck with the Oscars to George Clooney. Romano Prodi's Italian government fell late last night. What happens next? What will Silvio Berlusconi do next?